Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be doing perfumes I don't like part 2. So I did film a video like this not too long ago. You guys really enjoyed it and you did request a second part. So I'm going to be talking about fragrances that I just don't enjoy. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here with me today, and I appreciate all the love and the support. With that said, let's get into today's video. Alright guys, so before I get started with today's video, I want you guys to always remember that just because a fragrance does not work for me or I don't enjoy it does not mean that the fragrance smells bad or it's nasty or anything like that. Something that might smell bad on me or a note that might not agree with my skin might smell amazing on someone else. I am just going to share the fragrances that I have tried that I just don't enjoy. I'll tell you guys why. Oh, another thing that I want to mention is in the first video that I filmed, I kind of like thought to myself like I would never get these fragrances, but I don't want to say never because sometimes a fragrance might smell horrible and then you revisit it in a year or two and it smells super amazing. So this is just fragrances that I don't like at the moment. Don't be surprised if maybe a few months from now or down the road I end up showing the fragrance in my channel because we just don't know. We don't know what our noses are gonna do. We don't know how we're gonna change. So let's get right into it. So the first fragrance that I do not enjoy, and I bought it 2 times. I bought it twice because I was hard-headed. I wanted to love it because everyone was saying that it was like this beachy, beautiful, creamy coconut fragrance, and that is Nuit Nude. And so many people love it. And even my mom loved it. When I decluttered it, I gave it to my mom the first time. She thought that it was really nice. But when I put it on my skin, it's like those notes totally clashed with each other. There is, I believe there's vanilla, coconut, and rose. And to my nose, it's like, it's not blended well. It's not working together. It's not smooth. I feel like I pick up like this very sweet and rose that's very cloying, and I just cannot stand it on my skin. I purchased it again because I was just seeing so many beautiful reviews and people loving it, so I was like, okay, let me give it another chance. And still, it's just not a fragrance that I can tolerate. It kind of makes me sick a little bit. It bothers me. It just does not mix well with my skin. So that is Nuit Nude. The next fragrance I'm going to be talking about is a celebrity fragrance. This is another one that got so many amazing reviews. It was called like the ultimate summer fragrance. Beachy, it's beautiful for vacation, and that is JLo Miami Glow. I got this fragrance. I was so excited. I was so pumped for it. And I remember that I received it and we were going to go that weekend to visit my husband's family. And it's like on the other side of the island, and it's always kind of like a mini road trip. And I was packing my stuff, so I was very excited to take this fragrance with me. I wore it the entire weekend and I was trying so hard to like it. Like I would put it on and I wasn't enjoying it, but I was not saying anything. I'm like, okay, maybe I need to give it like some time. It was just very sharp for me, very sour. It smelled like a juice gone bad, like very, very sharp fruit. And I think that that fragrance does have passion fruit in it, and that doesn't really work with me all the time. So I think that's what the problem was. It almost smelled like bug spray on my skin. It smelled almost like very screechy, almost like metallic. It was the weirdest thing. It just does not go with me. And I did give that one away. I think I gave it to either my sister-in-law or my husband's grandmother, one of the two. But they enjoyed it, they took it, and I'm so happy when a fragrance doesn't work for me but someone else loves it. Like I won't ever be like, ew, here, take this is disgusting. That's not the vibes. I usually just tell them like, this fragrance didn't work for me, but if you like it, see how it smells on your skin. And 80% of the time, 90% of the time, someone loves it. So that is the best part about decluttering and giving someone a fragrance. At least it's not in your collection collecting dust. So the next fragrance that I do not like And this is kind of like a 3-in-1 because they're all in the same line. The first one is Mugler Angel. That's kind of like the first one. That the EDP, I just cannot do it. And the reason why I can't wear that fragrance is because if you guys watch my videos, if you've been here for a while, you guys know that patchouli is very complicated for me. It can either add sexiness to a fragrance and make me love it, or it can make it dirty and kind of smell like actual dirt on a fragrance and just very like off-putting for me. So that's kind of what I get with Angel. It's very strong. All I smell is patchouli. So then I tried Angel Eau Croisier. I believe that's how you say it. And it was a 2020 version. It had fig in it. Everyone was saying that it was tropical. It was creamy. It was the perfect vacation scent. And here goes Amy again. And I'm just like, this is going to be amazing. I'm going to love it. I blind bought it. And when I put on that fragrance, when I tried it, I actually have my reaction in a haul. It was when I first started my channel. I was just like, this smells like dirt. It smelled like I had like a pot of dirt and like a plant, and I was literally sniffing the damp soil. That's what the scent smelled like for me. And so many people get like beautiful creamy fig in it. I didn't get none of that. And then Angel Nova came out. And I also tried Angel Nova. And Angel Nova wasn't as bad. It wasn't as off-putting. But the dry down of Angel Nova, I cannot handle it because it's very... It doesn't have patchouli, but I remember that it has a note. I believe it's like a wood that kind of gets compared to patchouli, so it's very similar, and it just starts to smell like patchouli in the dry down. The opening was beautiful, and that is the reason why I did purchase the Angel Nova EDT. I do enjoy that one way better. So the problem for me is those patchouli type of notes and fragrances. And another one that I tried recently and it wasn't as bad was the Mugler Angel EDT. So it's still strong for me when I first spray it. It's still a little bit harsh, but the dry down mixed with my skin really nice. So I'm thinking about getting that in the future, but I'm not sure yet. So the 2 stars that I have are Angel Nova EDT, and I also have Angel Eye Star. So Angel Eye Star, I have also been having kind of like trouble with because I love the pineapple and coconut scent that it gives, but then some days that patchouli kind of wants to like steal the show. And so I have to be very careful when I wear it, but I'm not going to declare that one because I actually really enjoy the scent of that one. So up next, I'm going to be talking about another one that I get the total opposite of what everyone describes it as. So I just finished filming a video, which is Escape to the Beach, where I tell you guys all the fragrances that make me think of the beach. They're beachy, they're summer fragrances, and I wanted to try a specific fragrance because it's always labeled as the perfect beach goddess, beachy fragrance. That is Este Lauder Bronze Goddess. I do not like that perfume, and for some reason when I spray that perfume on my skin, I don't get any coconut vibes, I don't get any beachy vibes, I don't get any warmth. I get gardenia and white florals straight up. That's all I get in it. Screechy, sharp, very strong on my skin. So that one's another one that I can't do. And I do want to try the Bronze Goddess. Is it Eau Fresh? I think everyone is saying that that one is way better. So I might try and order that one. I'm not sure. I don't want to blind buy it because I did actually test out Bronze Goddess at the store on my skin, and I'm so happy that I didn't blind buy that one because it just doesn't work with my skin. Another one that if you watch my channel you know that I don't enjoy is YSL's Moon Party. I absolutely love the EDT version. So the first one that I ever bought was the EDP. When I got that EDP and I sprayed it on my skin, it was as if I sprayed a patchouli scent that was literally just patchouli. And other people pick up berries and strawberry and juicy fruits in there. I didn't get any of that either. So my skin kind of skips over any fruit or anything else when the patchouli is, I guess, a high amount of it. I just smell only patchouli. So Moon Party, the EDP, I can't wear either, but on my mom it smells amazing. I've smelled it on other people and it smells amazing as well. I just can't wear it myself. The next one that I actually love and I can't wear it because I get headaches from it is Lancome's Idol. I love the bottle. I think that it's like so chic and like unique, and the scent is so girly. It's kind of like if you just washed your hair with like the fruitiest girly shampoo and you still have like that fragrance around you. Every time I would try to wear it, that's the vibe that I got from it. But literally like half an hour later, I would get the worst headache. So I had to stop wearing that one. And then another one, which is funny because I sat down to film this video and one of you guys commented on my tray video, I think it was. I just saw a comment pop up on my phone and it was someone asking me how did I feel about Lancome Idol Aura. And that one, I did show it in a haul and I decluttered that one. It was not for me. The reason why I decluttered that one is because it reminds me a lot of La Nuit Nude. So it has like that rose and vanilla combination that I just cannot handle. So when I first got it, and that one also I think has salt in it. And when I first tried it out at the store, I guess I was having a good day. It actually smelled kind of good. When I tried to wear it at home, the salt started turning a little bit like nasty on my skin. The vanilla and the rose just were a no for me. So that is one that I am decluttering right now. Next up, we have Shimachis Laundry Rouge. I was so excited for this fragrance. I was literally stalking the release of it. I wanted it as soon as I saw it on Sephora's website. I placed my order, I got it. And the weirdest thing happened to me with that fragrance. So I spray the fragrance and I'm like trying to get my thoughts together on the fragrance, and all of a sudden I start feeling, first off, I smelled like a spicy note in there, which I think that it does have. The first main accord that comes up in Fragrantica is warm spicy, but on my skin it literally was like a hot spicy. Like, you know when you smell something that's really spicy and you kind of feel like the heat coming up your nose? That's what happens to me with that fragrance, which no one else, I haven't heard anyone else say that about that fragrance, so it's probably just me. But this has pimento leaf as one of the notes, and I think that that's what didn't work, because I know what ginger smells like. I love blood orange, which is why I was so excited for that fragrance. Tuberose is fine, jasmine is fine, there's sandalwood, patchouli, and vetiver, which that's in a lot of fragrances, and that's not what was putting me off in this one, because I know when patchouli smells bad, I know that it's that on me. But this was that pimento leaf. It was spicy, and for some reason it gave my skin a reaction. So I started kind of like getting like a rash, and I freaked out a little bit and I didn't put it on my skin anymore. But yeah, that one just didn't work with me, and unfortunately I see so many people loving that one, but it just doesn't work for me. If I was living somewhere like colder, it could work because that heat would probably smell really good, but living on an island with that hot, it was like hot air going into my nose from that perfume, so I didn't enjoy it. The next one that I'm going to be talking about is a classic. So many people get this one just to pretty much have it in their collection because it's pretty much like an iconic fragrance. It is just a classic fragrance, and that is Chanel No. 5. I feel like I just cannot wear that fragrance. I know that it's classy. I know that it is like a must-have, like it's like such a woman, feminine, just put together scent, but I don't enjoy it. I feel like it's, I wouldn't say mature because I don't really, it doesn't really give me too mature vibes. It's more of, it's like a little bit boring to me. Like I don't find it fun. I don't find it interesting. It's kind of like, okay, a perfume. It just smells like a perfume to me. I just don't find anything interesting about it. So that's one that I don't know if in the future I will like it, but for right now, it's a no for me. The next one is another one that a lot of people rave about, and I was not expecting what I got. Like when I smelled it, I was in shock, and that is Chloe Nomad. I sprayed that fragrance and it made me think of a man's cologne. It smelled super masculine on my skin, and it reminded me of a perfume that my grandpa would wear a lot when I was little. and it is Drakkar. It just smelled like that to me. It smelled like such a manly cologne. So then I got comments from you guys telling me to try the EDT version instead, because that one was a little bit better. It was more feminine, not as harsh. So I went to the store and I sprayed the EDT version on my skin. It was not good either. And it was much better than the EDP version, but it was still very, very sharp and strong, and it gave me a headache. Like, I only had a little bit on my hand and I got a headache from it. So that one is a no for me as well. And then the last one that I'm going to be talking about, I need to revisit this one because I only smelled it once at Sephora. And sometimes when you revisit a fragrance, it ends up smelling totally different. But I'm just kind of talking from the experience that I had that day with it. So I had been hearing a lot about Floral Street Arizona Bloom. I was hearing that it was like a very beachy coconut fragrance, so I got very excited for it and I went to go smell it at Sephora. And I am not sure what it is about this fragrance, but I sprayed it on my skin, and on my skin it smelled like cigarette smoke. Like when someone smokes, like that scent that's left afterwards, that's kind of what it made me think of. And then when I got in the car, my husband was like, I do not like that perfume. Like, he let me know right away. So it just didn't mix well with my skin. But the notes on here, there's oak moss, which sometimes I have a little bit of trouble with oak moss. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I can do without it. There's also black pepper, which I'm not really a fan of in fragrances, and there's salt, and there's amber. So there's a lot of notes in that fragrance that I just don't really like too much. So I'm pretty sure that that's what contributed to me not liking that fragrance at all. So that is the last fragrance that I have for you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below how you feel about these fragrances, if you love them or if you don't like them. Thank you so much for being here today. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you in my next video.